Ayo, fight fans, stop what you're doing, turn up the volume, and pay attention, because this one's about to get wild. Manel Kape versus Asu Almabayev. And let me tell you right now, this fight is not getting the hype it deserves. Casual fans are straight up sleeping on this one. But don't worry, I got you covered. We're about to break this down, raw and uncut. No sugarcoating, no corporate nonsense, just straight fight talk. And let's be real, this fight? Oh, this fight is personal. Not because of beef, not because of trash talk, but because of what's at stake. Kape? This man should already be in the title mix. He had fights against Davison Figueiredo and Kai Kara France fall through. That's not just bad luck, that's UFC matchmakers out here playing games with his career. And now, instead of a top contender, he's got a guy most casuals couldn't pick out of a lineup? Bro, if I were Kape, I'd be pissed. And a pissed-off Kape, that's a dangerous Kape. This man fights with attitude. He's got that, I'll knock you out and flex on your unconscious body energy. He doesn't just want to win, he wants to humiliate you. He's slick, he's explosive, and if you give him an opening, boom, good night. But hold up, let's talk about Asu Almabayev. Because I know a lot of you are thinking, who? Well, let me tell you, this dude is a problem. And not just an, oh, he's a good fighter kind of problem. Nah, man. This guy is a career ruiner. He's the dude you don't want to be matched up with. You know that one guy at your gym? The one who doesn't care about looking flashy, doesn't care about impressing the crowd? He just wins. He makes you miserable. He grabs you, drags you to the mat, and squeezes the life out of you like a damn anaconda. That's Almabayev. He's not here for a highlight reel. He's not here to entertain you. He's here to put you in survival mode for 15 straight minutes and make you wish you picked a different career. And let's talk about that UFC matchmaking, man, because you know they did this on purpose. They took one of the most explosive, exciting fighters in the flyweight division and threw him against a guy who turns fights into suffocating nightmares. That's some straight-up evil genius matchmaking, so what's gonna happen? Let's break it down. Because let me tell you something, fight fans, this is a battle of pure chaos versus control. Let's get into Kape for a second, because this dude is something else. He's got that swagger, that I'm the best and I know it attitude, and he backs it up. Dude is fast, powerful, and loves to clown his opponents. But let's be real. Sometimes that cockiness, it gets him in trouble. He fights with his hands down, he taunts mid-fight, and he takes risks that can backfire hard. We've seen it before. Fighters who are too confident, too flashy, and boom. One mistake, one takedown, and suddenly they're stuck on the mat for the rest of the fight, looking up at the clock and regretting all their life choices. And if there's one guy who can do that to Kape, it's Almabayev. Now, I know a lot of casuals don't know Almabayev, but trust me, this guy is legit. He's 18, 2, undefeated in the UFC, and he's been out here smoking people. And it's not just that he wins, it's how he wins. You ever see those fighters that don't just beat their opponents but break them? That's Almabayev. He's the kind of guy who doesn't need to knock you out. He just grabs you, drags you into deep waters, and makes you drown. And you know what the worst part is? He makes it look easy. Fighters talk a big game until they get in there with someone like Almabayev. The moment he gets that first takedown, you can see the look in their eyes change. Like, oh no, this dude is different. And I guarantee you, that's exactly what he's planning for Kape. Kape is a striker. Almabayev is a grappler. It's a classic matchup. But the thing is, this isn't just a test for Kape. This is a test for Almabayev too. Because let's be honest, Almabayev has been fighting guys who don't have Kape's speed, his movement, his power. And if Kape connects clean, it could be a wrap. And that's where this fight gets really interesting. Does Kape stick to his game plan, stay patient, and pick his shots? Or does Almabayev drag him into the deep waters and make him suffer? This fight is 50-50, man. This is what MMA is all about. And I'm telling you right now, whoever makes the first mistake, that's the guy who's going to lose. Kape wants to turn this into a highlight reel moment. He wants a war. He wants to keep it standing. He wants to bait Almabayev into throwing something sloppy, and the moment that happens, bam! One shot, lights out. He's not here for a boring decision win. Nah, he's here to make a statement. But Almabayev, he wants none of that. This man is going to shoot for a takedown before Bruce Buffer even finishes saying his name. You think he's going to stand and trade? No chance. He's coming in with one goal, grab, squeeze, and make Kape's night a living nightmare. Now, here's where it gets real interesting. Kape is exciting as hell, but he fights like he's playing a video game with infinite lives. Hands down, chin up, taunting like he's in a Mortal Kombat cutscene. That's cool when you're styling on guys, but against a grappler like Almabayev, that's playing with fire. Because let me tell you something. Once Almabayev gets his hands on you, it is over. This dude has 10 submission wins. 10. And it's not just about making you tap, it's about making you quit. He will squeeze you until you start questioning your life choices. He's got that "you're not going anywhere" grip, that "oh no, I can't breathe" kind of pressure. Once he gets on top, good luck, bro. It's like having a 200-pound backpack you can't take off. And you already know what's coming. Almabayev isn't trying to trade shots. He's not here to put on a show. He's here to win. He's the type of guy who doesn't care about highlights. He doesn't care about looking cool. He just wants to shut you down, break your will, and get that W. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Bro, Almabayev hasn't fought anyone like Kape. This is a huge step up in competition. And you're right. This is his real test. We've seen these grappling specialists come in before, riding hype, ragdolling lower-level guys, and then they run into a striker with speed, power, and confidence. And what happens? They look human. They hesitate. They get cracked. And let's be honest, Kape has seen it all. He's fought killers. He's got UFC experience. He's been in wars. Almabayev? He's still proving himself at this level. He's got the skills. But does he have that big fight mentality? Can he handle the pressure when Kape is laughing at him, taunting him, and throwing bombs in his face? That's what makes this fight so damn good. Kape knows that one mistake could get him taken down and drowned, and Almabayev knows one mistake could have him staring at the ceiling, wondering what just happened. And you know Kape is going to come in with that swagger. The man fights like he's got cheat codes. But let's be real. Sometimes that cockiness, it gets him in trouble. You can't play around when you've got a human backpack trying to choke you out. If he gets too flashy, too reckless, Almabayev will capitalize. And let's talk about the stakes, man, because this fight matters. Kape was supposed to fight for a top contender spot. He was lined up for big names. But now, he's fighting a guy that the casuals don't even know. You think he's happy about that? Hell no. That means one thing. Kape is coming in with a point to prove. He's going to try and embarrass Almabayev, make a statement, and force the UFC to put respect on his name. But Almabayev, bro, if he beats Kape, that's a game changer. That puts him in the mix immediately. He's no longer just another guy. He's a legit problem in the flyweight division. And if he dominates, oh man, we're talking about a future title contender. So this fight, it's a straight-up coin flip. Kape's speed, power, and confidence versus Almabayev's control, pressure, and grappling nightmare. Who breaks first? Who makes the first mistake? Who wants it more? And let's be real. No matter what happens, we're in for a banger. So if you're a real fight fan, if you love raw, unfiltered fight talk, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button right now for the best fight analysis, predictions, and non-stop combat sports action. We're covering everything. UFC, boxing, kickboxing, and all the chaos that comes with it. And trust me, we ain't sugarcoating nothing. This is Combat Sports X, where the real fight fans live. Now let's get ready for war.